If your kid says like, dad, like, or mum, like, I want to be an influencer, what's your approach gonna be?
Who are you gonna influence?
Would you consider yourself an influencer?
No, I wouldn't. I'm a content creator.
Damn thing.
Chris Brown calls your girl on stage.
Ooh, ask me. Sorry.
I'm going as well.
Let me just tell you now, if Chris Brown calls me out, I'm going upstairs. I'm going on stage, honey, babe.
And he bought you the tickets.
Yeah, babe.
I'm ripping them. Should women stick with man during their lowest periods like that?
I'm gonna base my decision around his mentality.
That's not cliche. It
is. It's predictable.
Cliche.
Most people say that.
Cliche, though. Would it come into consideration how much a man earns when it comes to you selecting your partner?
I'm not interested.
Don't chat like I haven't heard you freestyle, bro.
We got a big guest in the building. In the building.
What's this?
Zinger.
No, what's going on?
Who's got the key to my bema?
Have we started?
You started, bro. It is.
Shit, sorry. I wasn't sure because you guys have been like this since I've been here, so I wasn't sure.
Listen, I'm glad you say that because I've had people hit me up saying that. But you, man, like, do you actually argue like that? If the camera's not rolling,
I'm here to confirm
like,
you do.
Genuinely, yeah.
I actually wish that we didn't.
I
think it's a thing of Sav trying to like.
Go on, say something dumb.
He's trying to live up to a character.
Oh, okay.
That isn't him.
He's basically calling you Hollywood.
That's what he's trying to say.
That isn't him,
fake.
you know what I mean? I know the real him, so I always call him out.
You know the real me.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put your fork in my food.
See,
you wouldn't put your fork. If you knew the real me, then you wouldn't have pulled that stupid stunt in the first place.
That you're selfish.
How can I be selfish for wanting to eat my own food?
Selfish. That's a bit of a.
Anyway, forget all of that.
Yeah, you ruined my.
Forget all of that.
Selfish.
We've got my actual sister in the building today. Big up Zings.
Sorry.
Come on, now I'm excited for this, but
I'm excited.
I would just like everyone to know that this is because of me, because you were stunting.
True.
I've been saying week in, week out, she's great.
Talk.
Great person.
Talk.
Always.
You can do
always showing love.
You can never drive a wedge between me and my sis. It's impossible.
I mean, I don't think he's trying to draw
That's
a
what
wedge.
he's trying to do.
Nah,
no, you know what? I know he is.
Spitting facts because there's been plenty of times I've been in them comments, swimming in them comments.
Still.
Guys, I can't wait till I'm on.
Yeah, share
and
love.
all now.
What do you mean all now? Are you not on the pod?
Nah, 2023.
Are you not on the pod?
It's a bit mad still. We started
It's a bit mad.
Did we start in 2021? We did.
Yeah, 2021, yeah.
That's where I'm proud of us.
Coming up on 2 years this year.
I'm proud of us still. What do you think the next step is for us?
Next step.
Yeah, you didn't say it correctly.
No, he didn't.
What did I say?
English
Next
first language.
I said next step, bro.
No, you said next ep,
You
like
said
episode.
next ep. You
That's what I heard.
definitely
Yeah,
said
yeah, you did.
You lot are not
It's
speaking
alright.
my language. Where are you guys from?
It's alright.
You guys from the same place?
Long day. I don't know. You tell me what your next step is. I don't know.
You've watched from episode 1 till the latest episode.
I have.
What do you think of the pod?
Baiting me out. Such a big fan. I
No, you're a real one.
What do I think of the pod?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's. I don't want to use cliche terms and say it's so like authentic, but honestly, watching you guys converse, because literally that's what you guys do on a podcast.
Yeah.
It is so natural. It feels like two friends just having a little chin wag, but it's so like I don't watch a lot of podcasts or listen to a lot of podcasts because my attention span is a bit poor. But when I see you guys, I literally get excited, and I'm not being biased either. It's not because I know you personally. It's actually because it's just so real and authentic and exciting, and you guys are just natural. You have a nice chemistry, even believe it or not. You guys have a nice chemistry.
Stop.
No. You bounce off each other naturally, and it's nice to have that captured.
Come on, man.
And it's nice to experience it as number one.
No, I appreciate you.
That's beautiful.
Because we actually met through Sav, but you'd known of me because of the pod.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's funny hearing that side of things. But
on that note, just give the people a short introduction to who Nzinga is, because we need to know.
Okay.
They need to know.
Okay, sure, no problem. I can do that. Well, Nzinga is actually. Named after a queen. Right, I'm joking.
You don't say you're joking because you used that a couple times.
No, I can't lie. I have 100%. But no, I don't have like a brand per se. I don't. I'm literally just Nzinga. But I'm a dental hygienist because I know
Jeez.
Sav wants me to bring that up, so I'm just gonna say it now.
Your teeth are nice.
Thank you. Some of yours.
No, you know what's so mad?
Yes.
When you was talking earlier,
Yeah.
I was actually thinking in my head, your teeth are really nice.
Are they perfect?
They have
Can't
to
say
be.
perfect.
Yeah.
Say perfect.
Okay, let me not go.
No, say perfect.
Okay,
man.
they're perfect.
Thank you, Sam. They are. But yeah, I am a dental hygienist and dental therapist. So let's just
What's the dental? Do people come to you with their like problems saying like my teeth are
all the time.
what? But as in, can you solve their issue, or is it they're just coming to you with the problem?
Like an agony.
Well,
You're a joke,
Like I ate a candy apple one day.
I get those, but no. Can I solve the issues? Yeah. Well, I have a remit, so like a scope of practice as a dental hygienist. Any dental care professional, everyone has a role. So dentists have a role, dental nurse, dental hygienist, and so you have a scope of practice which allows you to do certain things. So in terms of solving problems, yeah, I can solve problems. People with toothaches and stuff like that, and gum disease, yes, I can treat them. But there is like almost like a cap, so to speak, on what I can do because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dentist. And at the moment, I work off of a dentist's prescription. I can, if I want to, work as a direct access clinician, which basically means that I don't need a referral from a dentist. But at the moment, as a dental therapist, yeah, I follow the prescription of a dentist. So you have a checkup with a dentist, and if you need some fillings or whatever, whitening, then you get referred to me and then I'll do it. As a hygienist, though, I do work direct access. So patients come directly from the street with their gum disease to me.
Should go and do you go? Do you go and see
No,
Zings?
answer.
Just pointing stuff.
Answer.
Do you go and see Zings?
No, answer the question.
Of course I don't go and see things.
Why not?
Wow.
On a real, yeah?
Wow.
No, listen to me.
Of course I don't see things.
1 second. I take pride in the fact that my teeth are not perfect, right? I have not one single filling in my mouth.
Really?
Not one single filling in my mouth.
You were deprived from sweets when you were younger.
No, I wasn't. I just scrub and brush my teeth every day as you're supposed to
Good man.
for 2 to 3 minutes,
Good man.
twice or thrice
A day.
for
I don't
20
believe
for
you.
27 years.
I don't believe that.
You don't have to, but you're the one getting teeth whitening and have fillers. So now what?
I don't believe that.
No, that's
For
fine.
27 years, you've been scrubbing your teeth 3 times a day.
Not 3 times, 2 to 3 times a day.
I don't believe that
You
either.
don't have to.
Why?
I don't
Because
care.
he's just a liar.
Don't say that about my friends.
No,
That's
he's just a liar.
no, man.
Before
Fair
we
enough
even
if you
move
have.
on,
Fair enough though.
Instagram in Zinga Does Dental at
Mm-hmm.
in Zinga Does Dental.
You've got. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not following that page?
No, I
She's
don't think so.
serious with it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question actually. Yeah?
Mhm.
When did you stop feeling like, nah, this is mad? Like, I'm in some dirty mouths. Like, because you know, as you like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
When people say open your mouth, you see.
some people's mouths are not nice.
You
No,
see
I'm
them people
saying.
on Jeremy
And
Kyle.
they're not clean. Like,
Cat, they got like 3 teeth.
I'm screaming.
but like, how long did it take for you to get over that? Cause me, I don't know how. I don't know if I can even do it.
that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
that.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm human, so I wouldn't say I'm completely over it. I
Okay.
do still see the odd case where it just takes me by surprise, and I'm like, yo, I'm human. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as that might not sound professional per se, it's reality. There's some people that just really do shock me, but or mouths, should I say? Not people, but the mouths.
Yeah.
But yeah, long ago, like at dental school, you see. I think that's the reason why they have such graphic pictures in like our textbooks and stuff, and our PowerPoints to get us used to it. So they're kind of like desensitized. That by the time we actually see like patients and stuff like that, we know what's to come. We've seen like those gory pictures.
Yeah, the gruesome ones.
Yeah, so I think by now I'm really not phased. Like everything that the average person might think, oh, that's really sickening, like blood and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't care.
It's
Like
whatever.
tartar and plaque, and don't care. That's literally looking like a pair of shoes. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Swear down.
No, it's actually the most weirdest things that freak me out. Actually,
Like what?
like really dry lips.
Is
People
it?
with like really
Yeah.
people with really dry lips and the
Probably
lips are
that comment
peeling.
after still.
Still. When people say that, I've been
Oh, my
suffering.
days. Oh my days.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Still,
Yeah, fling me that.
you telling me when someone says something about dry lips that you don't lick your lips?
Oh, that was
You
a
like
good
that catch, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
come
was
on.
kind of wavy. But yeah, no, dry lips is when I can feel it on my glove. It's a bit but you know, guess there's things of every.
Did
job.
you always know that you wanted to be that? Because I feel like, can I be honest with you? When we first met, I feel like you are a strong personality.
Calm down.
So like,
I agree.
feel like
Why would you say that?
you belong in
Catch.
like you belong in like a
What about me?
I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. But you're a personality.
All right.
Did you ever want to be on camera?
Did I ever want to be on camera?
Yeah. Because I feel like
an actress.
No, I'm talking like as a presenter or like, because I feel like I've seen you but I've seen you do little presenting things.
Don't be acting or something now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're wavy. So
I'm not.
Was that ever something that you thought, like, I could do that?
Okay, when I was younger, I was always into like performing arts and stuff like that. So I used to dance. I used to act and stuff like that. Singing, I'm not the best at it. Actually, no.
I'm glad that you're humble with it because he's not. But
I can sing.
I'll be real. I've heard you on the pod before because I'm listening, and I'm not really moved.
You being honest?
I'm always honest. What kind of question is that?
Are you being honest?
I'm
not moved.
always.
Not moved.
I'm
Because
always
I'm not really
honest.
serious on the pod. But if I
I've got a brief right there. After we will do something.
I'll be honest
But
with you.
you two, I don't know why you're piping up.
I can't sing.
No, but Sav, you go on like you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you do.
No,
Oh my days!
I can hold a
He
note.
will be singing.
Don't boy it.
He'll be singing R&B.
Yeah, don't boy it.
He'll be singing.
I can hold a note. Don't boy it. You know I can.
You can hold a note. You can hold a note.
Yeah.
But you got like you're wavy.
No,
and
I
you're-
don't.
No, you do,
No,
and
I
you
don't.
take every opportunity to sing
All
as
I'm
well.
saying
It's
is,
quite jarring.
If I could sing, it would be long for everyone.
Same.
I'm more than just holding a note. I'll be honest, but we don't have to.
Sorry?
We don't have to go there. Carry on. You used to do performing arts. Because I was about to just go out in
Nah,
song, but
please
I don't need
don't.
to do that. I don't need
Nah.
to speak about me.
You don't. It's
Yeah,
true.
I don't. But
When you know you got it, you got it, innit?
Exactly.
Precisely. Anyway, back to me. Yeah, I know I'm not great at singing, but the dancing and acting, yeah. In terms of like presenting and stuff like that, I've done things here and there. Because like I used to do like performing arts when I was younger, I think confidence was kind of instilled in me pretty young.
Yeah.
Because doing those sort of things, you're pushed out of your comfort zone. You're up on stage, like school plays. I was always doing that main character. Yeah, it's long, but yeah.
Go on.
Anyway.
You play your school play. Go on.
Okay, when I was in primary school, my
Yeah.
first play that I ever was a lead role in was in year 1 or year 2, and I was the innkeeper. But
The innkeeper.
I made that. It was a main character, but I made that character bigger than it needs to be.
As in the innkeeper.
In
As in, I weren't Mary,
Oh,
or I
in the
wasn't Joseph.
nativity
In the
scene.
sorry, I should have
Yeah,
said.
Yeah.
But I was the innkeeper. I didn't say. Sorry, yeah.
You was just doing bare lines when you didn't have lines. Just speaking
No, I weren't making up lines, but like there was a lot of lines,
Imagine
but
the
I
way-
just stretched it.
So you're tired.
No, not no. But no, yeah, no. I just made it bigger than it needed to be, and then from then it's just everyone's like school teachers would encourage me, mum, family, like do this, do that, dancing, acting, and yeah. So yeah, but working in front of a camera, I've had a wee bit of experience. Like I'm not really camera shy.
Yeah.
I don't really. Yeah, like
But it wasn't something that you wanted to pursue.
not
ever?
really,
Nah.
because I don't know. Like I maybe in the future. I always say sometimes like maybe I might get into presenting eventually. I feel like I could.
think you will.
I think you definitely could if you wanted to.
Yeah,
I think you
maybe.
will. I think you will.
Do
Because
you
I
think
think it
so?
comes too natural to you, and the spaces you'll be in, by God's grace.
Yeah, man. Oh, by God's grace, maybe. But I'm not done with dentistry yet. And I also have had this conversation with a friend of mine like a year ago that if I ever was to do something in that sort of media field, it will clash.
Do you
Yeah.
do you feel like people are there's like I wouldn't say it is dying the love of like the what type traditional roles like dentistry, doctors, firemen, but do you feel like nowadays more time it is
Dentists, doctors, and firemen.
because there's bare kids that grow up and be like I want to be a fireman, I want to be a this, I want to
Okay,
be a, like,
I get what
no,
you
no.
mean. Yeah,
Do you
I know
feel-
what you mean.
Do you feel like now that it's more I want to be a YouTuber, I want to stream, I want to play games, like
I feel like that, yeah. I feel like you hear that more. Yeah. Because even like, I always take interest in like patients that come to see me in what they do. I always ask them, oh, so what do you do for work? And even with the young kids, I ask them, oh, what do you want to do when you're older? And I've actually had kids in my chair that will actually say, oh, I want to be an influencer. And their parents are sitting in the room supporting it.
ha.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
That's times have changed because there's
generation,
there's no chance in hell I could say that to my mum.
So
An influencer.
do you think
I mean,
that
they went
if your
around.
kid says like dad like or mum like I want to be an influencer, what's your approach gonna be
Who
to
are you
that?
gonna influence?
What you gonna influence?
What do you want to like when you say influencer? What do you mean? Like influencer is such a broad category. Do you get what I'm
It
saying?
is a broad category, yeah. Would you consider yourself an influencer?
No, I wouldn't. I'm
He
a
doesn't
content
influence
creator.
You
damn
calm
thing.
down.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't. Content creator is different to influencer, in my opinion. But
Okay.
a lot of people would also say that there's overlap, crossover,
Definitely,
which there is.
I think so.
But I don't know.
I
Some
see-
influencers don't create no content. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I think there's overlap to some degree. There's enough
When
people-
you say influencers don't create no content, so what makes them an influencer then?
don't know.
Like,
but
that's what I'm
Surely
saying.
putting up a picture of
Like-
what you're wearing, that's content, no?
I guess it is. Do you know what? You're right. I'll take back what I said.
Yeah, so that's
it's content to a different degree. Yeah, you're right.
It is. It's still content.
It's still content. That's right. You're right.
So it like works hand in hand to a certain extent though, because like I saw something the other day. Do you watch Love Island?
I haven't watched this season, but I used to be a huge fan.
You see the Ek and Sue
Yeah, I
that she
watched
got
that one.
dropped,
Yeah,
by
from
Opoli.
Opoli.
and she's got like 1 million followers or so,
Yeah.
and I think it was because of her audience wasn't.
I can't remember the reason, but
I
yeah.
think it was something to do with her audience not buying into the products that she
Mhm.
was selling.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
and you're thinking if someone's got like 1 million followers, that should be easy, right?
Very easy.
You say that, but
Oh,
numbers
that
are
is-
not everything.
That was the reason. Her style wasn't, appealing to the
Yeah.
Opoli blah blah blah
The
audience they have.
audience,
Yeah. But it's true though. With that many amount of followers, you'd think how would they struggle? Like, surely.
It should just be natural.
Yeah.
It should just be a thing. I don't know, man. I can't lie. If my kid comes up to me and says they want to be an influencer, I
Why?
don't feel.
What do you want to
I don't feel
influence?
Can I just say something though? Is it the term influencer that's putting you off? Is it because you associate that word influencer with these Insta models
It's a
and
little bit
Insta
of a dirty
baddies,
word.
and you don't want to look like an Insta baddie, which you
little
do
bit of-
kind of.
Okay.
Couldn't help it. Sorry.
Everyone. Nah, do you know what? It's a little bit of a dirty word. I think because of the fact that a lot of people associate influencers with stealing a living.
Mm.
Like, what do you get paid to do? Or you get paid to post on Instagram. So it's a job though, right? But I think there is a difference between being a content creator and an influencer. Even though there's overlap, I do think there's a difference, because the stuff that I have done in my career, any random influencer can't do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
There's not many people that can.
I've got 10 years XP in this thing.
Why are you
Nah, talk up.
No,
talk
no,
up
stop.
the things.
No, 'cause you know
talk
you
up
years
the things.
XP in this thing.
Talk up the
10
things.
years XP. Experience.
He's annoying.
Cameras.
You're 31. Man. They're trying to make me out to be
that.
old. I'm not old. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to
lying
do.
about
Stop
my
that.
age,
You're
You
30 this year. Yeah, I see you. But the point I'm trying to make is, yes, it seems easy to be influencer. It's not. I'm not playing down the influencer thing. But it's definitely a viable career choice. So like, if somebody was to come to me and say, I'm looking to be an influencer, what's your angle? What are you trying to do? What is it that you're trying to influence? And like, how do you want to go about it? Because you can do it creatively and you can satisfy your creative needs. A lot of people who are creative go down that influencer route. Not a problem.
Is Logan Paul and them man influencers?
100% they are. How could you not be an influencer if you're somebody with 15 million followers, bro? You're influencing a lot of people.
And
that's
you've
true.
got drinks and that people buy. Theirs is more, you can see the proof is in the pudding. Like, they've gone into every different thing and they've been able
Bro,
to
they've
do
had
it.
influence in every realm that they've touched. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? If it's
Yeah.
boxing, they've influenced it.
But I don't think they started off wanting that.
No, they did it for a hobby.
But that's why but that's why I have a problem with the influencer thing, because
Why?
I think that's the only, like, if you say that, it's almost like saying, okay, it's not that extreme. Because I remember when I used to put in my I think I've told you before, but end of year, all of that, I always used to say, I just want to be happy. That they say, would you want to be in 5 years? I want to be happy, all of that
You
stuff.
just didn't know what to write, did you?
No. I knew that I just wanted, I wanted to be happy in doing what I'm doing, yeah. But at the same time, my parents could be looking at me like, that's a bit vague, son. like there needs to be some structure to that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like if I saw my kid put influencer, I'd feel the same. Like, it's a bit vague because there's no direction into that. And with that path, you can almost just be doing like you would try and jump from one thing to another. And we all know there's at least 5 people that we know that are just doing multiple things, trying to make something land because they don't know how to get to that like full influence stage that they want to be at.
I hear you say. So that being said, right, you touched on it just then. You said, I couldn't have gone to my mum and said I want to be an influencer. So do you think that to some degree your heritage and your mum in particular had a bearing over the fact that you went into dentistry?
Yeah, I get asked that question actually. My mum she's got a PhD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what? She's a doctorate in what?
In public health.
Oh, sick.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mad.
Big up you. But yeah, if you meet her, you wouldn't think that though, because she's just so like. Anyway. So, but I think with that sort of scientific background, if you like, even though it's kind of like more social science compared to like dentistry, that's a bit more
science,
biology, chemistry, all of that jazz. I think that did influence me. Yeah, when I was younger. Do
you ever feel a way about that?
But I don't. Sorry, to be clear, I don't. My mum never like almost not coerced, but she never kind of
forced you down a route.
She didn't even bring up dentistry.
Okay.
It was me.
Okay.
My influence actually came from when I was the dentist I used to see. First of all, my dental experience was always easy. Always like went for a checkup, had no issues. Unlike some of you, joking. But like
I had issues.
Is it? Can't relate.
Yeah, I didn't ever need that. He's annoying. I never needed fill-ins, nothing like that. So going to the dentist was always like a joy.
Okay.
I'm nuff. As a youth, I was nuff, so I was always inquisitive. I was always asking questions.
You're still nuff.
Relax. I was always asking questions, picking up things, and
What's nuff though?
Oh yeah,
fast. Oh, don't do that, man. You're black. Don't do it. Like, you know what?
What the hell is
no?
nuff?
You know what nuff means, man.
I'm from the southeast of London.
He's not from London. I told you this already.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's from
Stop
Kent.
Sorry,
much because I was a victim of identity theft. And and it could be because people know too much.
You're from Surrey.
I'm from southeast
Kent.
Southeast.
You're not from London, anyway.
So
But no one says nuff.
Nuff just means fast, like egg fast, like.
You was inquisitive.
Inquisitive, yeah. I did kind of use that word to help you.
Inner. You've heard the word inner.
Inner.
That's kind of similar.
Inner is the word, not nuff, bro.
You're not going to
say
tell
nuff
us.
to another 10 man, they won't know what you mean.
I
Maybe
guarantee
from Kent,
you.
Yeah, from Kent for
No,
sure.
from anywhere. That's not your neck of the woods.
This is what I'm talking about. Main character. You think because he doesn't know a word, nobody else knows it.
I'm not taking sides.
Sorry,
but you're
carry
wrong on that one.
Okay,
Can't lie.
carry on.
So anyway, as I was, because I was nuff.
Nuff.
Yeah,
No.
got it. Because I was nuff, inquisitive, I picked up things, asked questions, and my dentist always welcomed it. He never kind of didn't kind of like shy away or say it. All right, enough. He kind of answered my questions. He was Ghanaian too. My mum's Ghanaian, so there was kind of that rapport as well that was built. So yeah, I guess that kind of made me feel like, oh yeah, this is an interesting sort of field. Yeah, and all of those different instruments, I thought they were fun. And then before you know it, when there's time to like pick my A-levels, I picked scientific A-levels.
Were you good at them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so.
No, I mean, let me be clear. A-level science, not really. I was, yo, me and Trina was suffering.
Big up Trina, by the way.
Big up Trina. Big up my right hand. But GCSEs, I was like literally singing in my exam hall like it was a walk in the park. A-levels is a complete different thing. Everyone,
hell.
Yeah, it's hell.
That's why Sav dropped out.
It's
hell.
Oh, that's why you're influencer. Joking.
Oh, this is what we're doing today. Okay.
Like, A-levels is actually like demonically bad.
Nah, it's awful.
It's not. It's not for everyone.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
know.
it's for anyone.
It's not for everyone.
I don't know anyone that found joy in.
Nah, it's awful. It was
I've got
awful.
10 years experience.
It was awful. But then after that, I went on to study dental nursing and I became a dental nurse. But I did that like at higher education level. So all my friends that went to university, I was also going to university, studied dental nursing, came out, started working, got some experience in the field. So happy I did that.
Working and going uni at the same time.
No, so I qualified as a dental nurse in a year. So I didn't have a degree.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a certificate in higher education. It's not a degree.
Okay.
And then I worked, which I didn't have to do, but I did it.
Yeah. You're enough.
I did it. Yeah, exactly. I'm enough. I did it and worked out there in practices as a dental nurse, which is assisting the dentist, all of that stuff for procedures. So happy I did that. Applied after 1 year working as a dental nurse, applied to do dental hygiene and dental therapy. Mad competitive. Got a no. No, fat no. They said, yeah, nah, absolutely not. So then I worked some more and applied again the second year. Got through to an interview. I got 2 interviews, I think. I can't remember. I think it was 2 interviews. I got 2 interviews, one in Teesside, one in Portsmouth. and because I didn't want to study in London. And yeah, they both said no. But I asked for feedback. Like, why are you saying no? Like, so they gave me feedback.
You said it like that as well, innit?
No, I don't think you know how heartbroken I was.
No,
Bro, all my friends have finished graduating, you know. All throwing their caps up, and I'm still haven't even started the degree. And there's no guarantee. Going back to talking to parents, what was I telling my mother? Because at this point, she was like, sis. And my dad was a bit laid back. He's just like, I just know you're going to do something decent. Do you know what I mean? But my mum. Anyway, so by the third year, I applied again. And by the grace of God, I got 2 conditional offers. So thank God.
Love that.
Nah, love that, honestly, because it was awful. I didn't think I could take another year of a no. So then I got in, and then
you got to take some L's to appreciate the W's, isn't it?
Listen, I'm so happy I got those no's, because every single day, even when the course was whipping my butt, I still thank God that I was on the course.
I hear it.
I mean,
it was I'm not even gemming it. I wish I could sit here and be like, oh, I'm stretching that. This is just part of what I want to say. I genuinely would be crying because something's stressing me out, but I also say, God, thank you so much that I'm on this course, because I wanted it that badly. I've never wanted something so badly. And now I'm in it, I just don't know why I wanted it so badly. Honestly, like, the presenting bag can't come any sooner.
Like, that's what life is.
Honestly.
That's deep.
Honestly.
That is so Joe.
Like, shortly after meeting you, you found out what you got in it.
Yes.
And I remember being in Honor Oak Park here.
Oh my God.
And I was even, bearing in mind, I'd only known you like 3 months, 4 months. Maybe, about that.
Yeah.
And I was just hella proud because everybody around you had told me what you'd been through to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, to see the love displayed in that moment, crazy.
That's nice, man.
Crazy. Like, bare people turned out. Nice day. It was lit, man. And I was just like, raw, this is mad. Thinking about it as well, like, it's not every day. And I know this is going to sound cliche, but it's not every day you hear about.
No. Yes.
That one sounded a little
I
bit.
can't clear my throat around the man there no more.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh my days.
Sorry,
this
carry
is so funny to actually be here amongst you two. Oh, go on, Sav.
As I was saying.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, that was it. It's not every day you hear about a black girl doing a dentistry course. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like it's important for people like you to be given a platform to say how you got there, because it's not something that I feel like a lot of people would even consider to be a viable option. Kind of what you touched on, the kind of traditional roles, not to say they're going out the window, but I feel like they're a lot less appealing to people because everything is so glamorized on social media. Oh, what does he do for a living? Oh, he does Forex trading. Oh, what does she do? Oh, she's an influencer. Oh, what does he do? Oh, like, everything's big money, big, like, fancy titles. And for some reason, doctors, vets, dentists, like, these things are not necessarily lawyers. It's not necessarily something that
Fireman.
But I think, but you know what I think it is? I think it's because when you get on the other side, and this is what I experienced anyway, because I got a degree in lawyer.
Oh, really?
And
you wouldn't know it, would you?
Absolutely not.
Idiot.
No, I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying.
But there's no reason for me to have a degree in law. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed criminal law. I was trying to go down the traditional route of having like a backup plan, because I knew I was not doing that. Yeah. But when you actually go into it, and you're thinking, okay, let me try and I got a degree. Let me try and like get a pathway and sort it out. You realize you ain't even started.
Yeah,
that throws people off.
It's
and
true.
it's thrown off a lot of people, bro. Like,
It's true.
you get all these you get the first certificate. You need second and third.
Yep.
To progress.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's
law's
like
long. I can't lie.
Yeah.
What you guys have to do is long.
Even
you get
to be
the
a
degree.
doctor, like 7 years.
Yeah, it's long.
Architect, 8
8
years.
Yeah, it's long.
Just get
It's
into
long.
the practice.
It's long.
And then they tell you ain't got experience.
Yeah.
When was I supposed to get you?
Nah, it's all bollocks.
It's really long. But I do feel like it's the time I was, the generation I'm in.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry. No, it's alright, Siri.
Siri, please.
It's alright.
No, but I feel like if I was around, why are you laughing? Because it's Siri.
Yeah, Siri.
Oh, grow up, man.
Good.
Goodness me. But
Continue.
yeah, if I was, what am I trying to say?
If you was from a different generation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all of the like different like jobs available now, like becoming an influencer and things like that, maybe I wouldn't be in the role I'm in.
It's just about what do you want to influence? Because for me, I see people on TikTok that want to be chefs, that want to get into taking care of animals and stuff, and they're using their initiative to like chefs are making meals by themselves, and they're almost influencers to a certain extent. If they get huge and they got people following their recipes and that, and then they start going on shows, start getting their own recipe books and that, you're using your initiative to become an influencer in a field that you do. Don't just say influencer.
Well, in that case, I could be an influencer, because there are people that have like a huge following in the dental field. That I'm talking like millions of followers. So, that are doing like the TikToks and what have you. 100%. I'm sure you've all seen like the singing dentist and all of that.
The eyebrows.
The eyebrows. Like there's loads of people that are going in that lane, and that's appealed to me, but it also hasn't, because
it's long.
It's exhausting. And plus, like I said, I'm very conscious of that big personality you spoke of earlier on. Mind yourself. No, I'm joking. But like, I'm conscious of it. And to be honest, like, what you guys do, it creates a little buzz inside of me that if I ever do tap into that presenting bag, I too want to be on a platform being myself. I don't want to be anything but myself. If you know me, I haven't got time to be somebody else, you know. Oh, okay. So for me, it's like I can't be walking into a waiting room and calling the next patient, and they're coming in and saying, "Oh, put your things here, and how's your day been today? And I'm in Zinga, your dental hygienist and therapist for today. I'm just gonna walk through your medical history." At the same time, someone in the waiting room said, "Isn't this a girl that's on YouTube?"
No,
and
but that is you, though.
It is me.
And that's what people don't realize, because we've had this conversation before. There are different versions of you.
And I listened to that. And I listened to that episode. Thank God. I actually listened to it, and I really liked it, because I think it's so true. There are different versions of you for different environments. So I'm not trying to say that what I am at work is not me, and the person I'm in on this pod is me. That's not what I'm saying. It's just a different version of me, and it's appropriate in different settings. And I think that's what makes you an adaptable person. And I think I kind of have that skill, if I don't say so myself.
No, you do still.
But I think to be truly myself, I want to be myself with no boundaries.
I hear it.
I'm not saying out here and I get cancelled in 2 weeks of starting, but I'm just saying.
Why did you get cancelled though?
No, I'm not. You know what though? I don't know. And that's another thing as well. With the society we're in, like today, I don't even know if I'm fit for it, because I just don't know.
But I
like people's mindsets aren't like, and I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet or make myself sound a bit. I'm just saying, I don't know if I would fit in. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things you got to be careful of these days. I kind of wish if I was going to do presenting, I was in the generation like 2 generations ago. Do you get it? And now having to like be careful now, as opposed to now I'm stepping into it and I can't do that, man. I just want to be me.
I hear what you're saying.
I really do.
I do get politically correct. Like, being politically correct is important if you want to be in the space, right? Because
exactly.
You kind of don't really have a choice. You can be the most gone of gone people. No one's safe from the cancel culture. Nobody is safe. But I think it comes down to whether or not you've got the ability to kind of walk the line. Because I feel like we do walk the line on this pod sometimes of like saying things that could be. We do a good job of making sure that we don't offend anybody, but we make it clear what our opinion is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do.
But we don't want to offend anyone.
No, it's but whether you want to or not, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you will offend somebody. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like people will know that energy, because I can say no, but if you don't want to see that, then don't see it. But you can't say by the way we say things. Everyone's got an opinion on everything. Yeah,
100%.
But it's the way you say certain things that makes people deep. Like maybe your intentions aren't pure, or your intentions are to get at someone. I can say something about you, yeah, or something like.
Why are you laughing?
Something in your
why are you laughing?
Yeah, why are you laughing? Something in your character. That if you ask me to analyze you, and I said something in your character, you can either take it as me just saying it, or me take. You can take it as being offensive.
Yeah, of course.
But it would be realistically, it would be me just saying it. Do you know what I mean? And that's how people in general like.
I would like to say it's that black and white, but
it's not. And I do agree with what you're saying, but there are plenty of individuals out there that just don't take. They just stretch it, and they turn things into things what they aren't. So yeah, I don't know.
And people live on socials and it becomes their reality as well.
And this is what I mean.
You know
Like I can't. I don't even want to start on a rant, but I can't. Like even friends that are close to me, like if you get too absorbed and wrapped up in the social media, listen, let me tell you something. I am the worst person when it comes to talking about celebrities. You see, you mentioned Paul Logan a second ago. I was
Paul Logan.
Have I even said his name wrong? Did I say it wrong?
Logan Paul.
See? Logan Paul. Do you see? I'm rubbish with celebrities. And the only reason why I know about him is because of the boxing. Did he try?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know people. And it's not because I walk around with my head like down, but I'm not invested as much. Do you know what I mean? I don't get twisted. I follow, like the blog pages and stuff like that. But I'm just not waking up and what's this I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
But that's a good place to be at.
But is it though?
Yeah,
it is.
It is and it isn't though, because it means I do.
And it's for your mind as well. Like you can be locked in, but not locked in to that extent.
Yeah.
But I've got a question that I want to ask you guys actually, and it's completely unrelated. But I always wanted to ask you specifically, both of you on this pod. Yeah. So there was this woman on Twitter. She was talking about her Valentine's and something that happened with her and her Valentine.
Wait, I know what you're about to ask. Can I ask you a question before this? Because it kind of ties in a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Just a brief, quick thing. Chris Brown calls your girl on stage.
Ooh! Ask me. Sorry,
I'm going as well.
You're going on stage?
What?
We will both perform.
You're holding a wine from Chris Brown?
No, we will both.
You're holding a wine from Chris Brown?
Me and Chris will perform that routine.
I'm screaming.
We will perform that routine, bro. We're going on stage.
You can keep up with Chris.
I don't know where we'll be body locking. My girl will be body locking with us, bro. We'll all be doing it, bro.
Oh, I'm screaming.
You think I'm gonna stand there and let my girl go on stage?
I believe him, you know. I believe him.
If they said, I even asked her the other day. She's like, she actually said, you can't respect your. It's either you want to hurt your man. Or you are oblivious to it, which means you're stupid.
What's your opinion? Very chat to me. If you had a partner, right?
Yeah.
And she got called up on stage with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about that?
You can stay on the stage.
That's not your girl after?
Yeah.
Oh my days.
She could be screaming when he's touching her neck.
Are you dumb?
Come on, man.
He was grabbing the girl's neck.
He wasn't grabbing it. He touched it a little bit.
Esophagus.
And she,
A part of the routine is him whining on her on the chair.
Doing the
he does that for
lips on her, bro. I can't lie.
He did that for like 3 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, and it was done.
Kalas, don't get on stage in person thousands of people,
Oh,
but
please.
online hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of people.
Oh my gosh.
Seeing my girl getting their neck grabbed.
Whatever.
What are you saying is calm?
Yeah, like there are married couples in like the older generation that will be getting married, and the wife fancies, let's just say, I don't know, an old boy band. Yeah, they fancy Lionel Richie. The husband will hire Lionel Richie to serenade his wife. All right, there may not be any grinding or anything like that, but he might rock her like this, and the husband's just gonna applaud him because
thank you.
All right, cool. Okay, cool. A bit different, but I just feel like I've spoken to plenty of guys recently, and they've all dropped their opinions, and I've had 50-50. Some guys are like, bro, it's Chris Brown, like it's calm, like really and truly.
His willy.
Oh my days.
On her, bro.
I don't know what you
but what is
to me?
You lot, men have egos. Then you lot just can't take the little bruising.
No,
Women
it's
would
not
not
about
like it
that.
as well. If Rihanna called man on stage, and
It's Rihanna. What's happening after this?
Work. Just whining on me,
and while she's whining, after the wine,
disrespect.
what happens?
Disrespect.
Nothing happens.
Disrespect. I can't like.
It's a wine.
Yeah, thank you.
You're not gonna get her number. You ain't seeing her again. It's Rihanna.
How you know?
Listen, if you're my man and you need a little wine from Rihanna, I might even just gas. I'm probably gonna gas you up, knowing me. That's me in it. Like,
right,
boy.
So let me ask you this, because I think I know the answer already.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm glad you know the answer. Go on, bro.
So if you got a man, he's in the crowd. Chris Brown calls you upstage. You're going.
See that, Maji?
Yeah, see that's
Maji. You know what time it is. If you want to have a conversation about this, and let's lay down like ground rules before we go. Let me just tell you now. If Chris Brown calls me out, I'm going upstairs. I'm going on stage, honey, babe. I am, babe.
And he bought you the tickets.
Yeah, babe.
I'm ripping them.
I'm literally having this conversation. I'm not gonna wait till we get there, so it's a shock. I'm letting you know. sometimes, you know, I get picked for these things. So if it happens to me, honey,
hide your car keys, bro.
nah,
We're not
man.
going.
Yeah,
No, we are going.
Nah.
And you're gonna. It's just Chris Brown. It's not that deep. Like, I don't even fancy Chris Brown. I don't even fancy him. I just feel like it'll be my money's worth. It'll be my money's worth. It'll be my money's worth, and I'll be doing it, and I'll be coming back to my boyfriend as well because it's not that deep.
He wouldn't be there. I guarantee you that he's not there.
But like I said, older couples do things like that though. Like, and
but we're not older couples. We're not.
well,
older
maybe that's what it is then.
But you know, it's not even just that.
And that's got nothing to do with anything.
But it's not even just that. It's principle of it. If cool. If it was Beyonce, right? I'm at a Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
CC's you that one. That's that one beard. Come here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in the crowd if I've got a girl. So I expect the same thing.
What?
I'm saying sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I really appreciate it. Thanks, babe.
But I record myself saying sorry though. I rejected Beyonce. What the heck?
Yeah.
I'ma use that and I'll even show my girl there praising me.
Yeah.
Because that's what it, like, who are these people? Because if it was just any next,
but guys, it's not going anywhere. I feel like if it's a random Tom, Dick or Harry, you have something to be worried about because it's like, okay, they might pursue things and things might. Okay, well,
absolutely.
I don't think it's that deep. It's just a dance. Like certain partners let their partners dance in front of them. Me personally, I'm not into that.
But you're onto that
because it's a celebrity. I don't fancy Chris Brown.
Why are you idolizing these celebrities?
How am I idolizing him by
why
letting
is
him?
it different with Chris Brown?
Because what are the chances of me and Chris Brown doing anything after?
How you know that?
He's just
so
a human,
what are the
bro.
chances that it can be? You're gonna do anything after?
He's called out several girls. He ain't picking.
How
Anyway.
do you know that? You think none of them have gone to the after party?
No. And even if they have, there's plenty of other girls. Chris Brown doesn't even pick you. It's his team. It's not that personal. Do you get it? It's like not Chris Brown that goes, I want her. He gets given a girl. He doesn't even know who she is until she's there. And he's like, all right, cool, your turn.
What you're not realizing is that it's not just that
your ego gets bruised.
It's about the aftermath. Like, and that's the reality. If you don't care enough for me in that situation, knowing that I'm gonna have to see my girl on multiple TikToks, getting whined on,
and screaming and crying, girls
and
crying on stage, bro,
and getting whined on by Chris Brown, and you don't care, then we're not supposed to be together.
No, let me put this out there.
No,
I'm not that kind of person.
You just said that you'll tell him that it's happening.
I'd like to say that. I'd say that. But if I'm actually in a relationship with somebody and we come to a T-junction, he's like, I don't agree with this, I'm not going to do it.
I can't lie. Even if you have the argument, that's still
I would let him know though. I would let him know though. I want you to know I'm not doing it because it's not in me to not do it. I'm not doing it because you don't want me to, and I respect you.
Red flag.
All right then.
Big one.
A red flag it is then.
Big one.
Red flag it. Do you know what also as well? Wherever I used to dance, like I don't see it.
Here we
I don't.
go.
It's not sexualized to me.
Arts.
Oh,
don't give me that. But let me say this scenario because
one more thing on this, right? Because I feel like this is also something that is kind of similar.
Performing arts.
So like, if your man was like goes to a rave and catches a wine, is that mad for you?
Yes, that's what I said.
So it's mad for you.
Well, boy, honestly,
yeah.
You're not gonna believe my answer, but it really does depend on my dude, because there's certain guys I can imagine and it's literally just a dance,
right?
Because that's just their vibe. Okay. But then there's certain guys it's like, but you don't dance like that. You're not vibesy like that. Do you get it? You're
out of character.
This is a bit. I'm not saying you don't dance in the party. Like him and I might dance the party, but you're just not that. You know, certain people have that bubbly energy. That is. They're not looking at, oh, this is a girl, I'm going to dance with her and I'm going to try and get a number after. He's just dancing and he doesn't even know what she looks like. Do you get it? So if I'm with that kind of person, you're that person before I met you. I'm not going to be like, right. I'm just, if it really makes me uncomfortable, then I'll say something. I'm a big communicator. I will say, look, not going to lie, I feel like you go too far. I don't like it. But I don't know. If you're asking me now, would I have an issue with it?
You're 50-50.
Yeah, I think I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50.
Go to your thing. So this girl on Valentine's, she said about her husband. She basically said they met at a wedding. He slid in DMs. They got together, whatever. Started dating, whatever. As they started dating, obviously he wasn't up now. So they had to they went on McDonald's dates with the Saver McDonald's things. Why are you creasing? Why are you creasing? It's not funny. This is not funny. This is not.
The way he's saying the Saver.
That's what she said. So our dates consisted of McDonald's Saver menu and long walks. Yeah. She said my friends laughed at me.
Stop. Because you're making me laugh.
Yeah, it's actually mad what you guys are doing. She said my friends laughed at me. Now my husband has gifted me a Rolex for Valentine's.
Oh, I saw this.
Okay, so do you think that a woman, there's a few things with this. Yeah. Firstly, how would you feel if that was you and your story was that and your girl posted that on
Twitter, right?
I think at the stage at which she posted it, I'm now buying her rollies. Do I care that much that she's outed my story? Not really. Like, there's beauty in the transition and the progress, right? Big up my boy Rimsey. He did his first headline show up and down the country. Manny, Birmingham, London, yeah? Before that, the feds was shutting man down. I remember listening to man in like 010 talking about this, that, the other. Goes to jail for shooting at feds, bro. Then comes out and he's doing big show. Bro, the journey is everything, fam.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, your girl out in your journey is not deep. Like, you was there when man was eating the McDonald's saver menus and now he's buying you rollies. It's kind of beautiful.
I think it's nice. But then on your side, do you think that with women now, how do I word this? So should women stick with man during their lowest periods like that? Like, if your man is out here saying that, love, like, Valentine's, we can't really do the hacker sands. We're going to have to go KF.
Yeah.
Like,
KFC?
Yeah.
KF. Is that how you got to speak around there? Yeah.
So now you want to be doing
KF.
Kentucky Fried. Do you want me to say the whole thing?
You can't call it that anymore.
Yeah, because it's not real. If that was the case, are you sticking by your geezer?
Again, probably going to sound cliche, but I'm going to base my decision around his mentality.
I knew he was going to say that.
That's not cliche.
It is. It's predictable.
Cliche.
Most people say
that's
that.
Cliche, though.
Well,
that's common sense.
Well, then, yeah, common sense then,
Is
yeah.
it though?
Yeah, because if the person has the mentality of ambition...
common sense, because...
Well, if he wants to be a rapper and he
people,
can't rap.
there's a lot of females, I thought it was a joke. I thought these women don't actually exist, but they actually do. That don't care about a man's mentality. They care about here and now. What are you doing for me now? Because in her head, she's competing with the girls she sees on Instagram. So there's a lifestyle she wants and she's chasing. So therefore, if you can't match that, then I don't care about what you want to do and you want to do this and you want to make your own MacD's and have your own KFC. I want to know whether you can take me to Hacker tomorrow and whether we can be rolling around in a big car, a Bentley or whatever. I don't see. I mean, I'm not really materialistic. But for me personally, yeah, it's about mentality. If you can show me that you've got a plan, you want to do something, then I don't care about your here and now. We're in 2023 and I'm not going to get with someone to live off of them anyway. So I'm good. I'm good. I sort out myself. I pay for everything. I pay for my hair, my bundles. I don't need a guy to do that, really, to be honest.
I can vouch for that. She drives a big dirty Audi.
That's what we're doing. Okay, cool. Okay.
So
your old car though, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. Upgraded.
So, that being said now, I don't think we've actually ever asked a woman this on this podcast, but would it come into consideration how much a man earns when it comes to you selecting your partner?
I think it'll be a bit naive for you not to kind of like consider how much he earns. It'd be silly in this day and age not to.
Hear it. So, with that being said now, do you think you could date a man that earns significantly less than you? Honestly.
Do you know what? Let me say it to you like this. Think of it like friends, yeah? This is how I assess this sort of question and scenario. Think of it like your brethrens. If you want to go on holiday to a 5-star hotel, all inclusive, and do proper excursions on this holiday, let's say, for example, Dubai, and you want to do like the jet skiing, you want to do the clubs, what have you, you're going to need a lot of bread, right? Are you going to go with a friend that you know can only afford their flight but not afford like the whole all-inclusive package?
Are you comparing a package deal to a relationship?
I'm just using that kind of mentality. The decision you make, are you going to go with them brethrens? Like, personally, I'm not going on holiday with Savs, yeah, because he's got a lot of bread in it. I can't keep up with him.
She's lying. She's lying.
So, and that's why we're not going on holiday, bro. Tell the truth.
That's a lie.
Our whole batch aren't going on holiday because we can't keep up with you and your boys.
That's a lie.
Me and my girls aren't coming with you and your boys because you lot have got way too much cake.
A lie.
So yeah, so that's basically the same kind of thing I do.
Pause up talking about my cake. That's mad.
They say it like that.
Oh, so
mad.
pathetic,
My
man.
cake.
Grow up, man. Anyway, so yeah, same thing really. Like I don't. Would I get with a guy who's earning significantly less? Again, if he's got earning significantly less for now and he's got the mentality and he's got plans, I'm good. Like I said, I'm looking after myself anyway. You're only going to be an addition if you got a bit of bread. You know, on a weekend we can go somewhere to eat and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But generally speaking, I don't need you. I don't need your bread. But at the same time, the things I'm going to want to do, when you've got a certain amount of money, you do certain things. You know what I mean? The money you have matches your lifestyle. So there are going to be things I want to do. Can you afford it? For yourself, not for me. Can you afford it as a man? Can you afford it for yourself? Because this is what I'm doing. Same thing with the holiday. So it's not really a weird comparison.
There's beauty
Sam,
in the
actually.
hustle still.
There
That's
is,
what I'm
but
gonna say.
I do hear what you're saying though, because I feel like there was this whole thing going around, dating inside your economic bracket, but I don't think that is completely realistic for everyone. And the reason I say that is because there's some girl out here earning bare money, right?
Girls earn more bread than man.
Genuinely, not even it's not even the fact that they necessarily earn more. They're so much better at the management of their money. So like with the man, them they'll think about like, what can I do with my money right now? Right? I feel like with women it's a little bit more like, let me stack, let me build, let me grow. And you just see it. Like,
yeah, you do.
5 years time, that girl's out here doing the most, and my man is still where he was because he's been trying to live in the moment to sometimes impress the same girl who's stacking. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I wouldn't necessarily say they earn more, but they definitely do better with it. I've always said, anytime, bruv, what I'm about to say might be controversial, yeah, but the least bread I've had in my life is when I've been with women, when I've been in a relationship. That's the time I've had the least bread, right?
What's that because of? Wait,
That's
what are you
because of
saying?
me.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
That's because of me. Partly because I feel as if sometimes I go to the nth degree to do the chivalry thing financially, right? When I don't necessarily always need to do that, right? But is that partly because of the pressures that have been implemented or I've implemented on myself because of society, social media, things around me? There's a lot of people around me in my life who've got money, and I see the way they treat their girl. Like, right, when I'm younger, I'm thinking, right, but I need to be doing that. Nowadays, I couldn't care less. But when I'm younger, do you get what I'm saying?
Don't lie, he's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy.
Well, I don't know, man. My exes might beg to differ, but
Well,
yeah, man, I don't know. Personally, I agree. I do feel like anyone who says that finances don't come into your selection of your partner, you're just chatting shit. I don't care what you say. It plays a part, even if it's 1%. It still plays a part. Man, them and gal might say, I don't care.
At this age,
yeah.
I mean, at any age above this age.
yeah, but that wasn't the case. Like when we were younger.
No, of course.
What the woman could earn more than.
No. Just factoring in how much someone's earning. I think that's what you do when you're like a flat.
When you're actually looking to not settle down, but when you're actually looking to find a life partner.
Yeah.
Right? In my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like uni times, I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
at that age, why would you? Like,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
too much.
I'm
Like,
trying to find a life partner. Some people are trying to find a life partner.
Yeah, I found my life partner.
Yeah, big up you still.
have you? Oh, what's going on, Sav?
I'm good, bro. You get me?
What's going
Man,
on,
when
brother?
they're 50, I got time.
What? No.
Whoa,
My nieces and nephews
whoa,
tomorrow.
whoa.
Chop. Settle down.
We was having this discussion the other day.
Yeah, we
remember?
were.
After you left, actually,
What was you
we
saying?
was talking about like out of my gang, who we think's gonna have a youth first, get married first, all of that, and it's interesting still.
Yeah, it's very
He was
interesting.
last for everything, innit?
Yeah, I thought he would be last.
Yeah,
Why?
A few people were saying
Because he just cares about himself.
lies.
He doesn't really care
Oh,
about
Sam, why did you got to go down that road?
extending,
any opportunity to come for you.
Just,
You know what I'm saying? Pause,
it's
but
just-
yeah, that's not.
yeah.
No, you got to grow up with this pause thing.
Exactly,
Please tell him to
though.
grow up,
He
man.
has to. I've
It's
said it.
pathetic.
You need to grow up.
That is why he's gonna be the last one because
Yeah,
he
probably
Exactly.
needs to
childish.
grow up, man.
Childish.
Honestly,
But now, Zings, you've been an amazing
Yeah.
guest.
this has been great. You know,
Okay, we get back on it again. We have to.
best podcast I've ever been on. Not that I've been on Bear. I haven't been on Bear.
No, we appreciate you.
Thank you,
And
man.
you're
I
a
appreciate you
great
lot.
person.
Yeah,
If you guys don't follow her on socials, please do. Especially if your teeth are a bit manky. 'Cause, you know, you can check her up. Yeah, manky's a word. That's
I know, but it's just very
Bit
Kent.
aged.
You get what I'm saying?
No, it's a bit, yeah.
Kent is
A little
manky.
bit primary school,
It is.
manky.
Manky is Ken.
Primary
manky.
school.
Yeah.
It's primary school.
It is primary school as well. Nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
We can go back to those days. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that,
Socials.
But, yeah,
Nzinga does
socials.
dental. Anywhere
Yeah.
else that they need to follow you?
Yeah, follow me.
you got an event as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
How could I
plug that.
forget? How could I forget? Yeah, so quickly, can I quickly say who I
Plugs,
am?
bro. Do
Okay,
your
cool.
plugs.
Okay.
Not quickly, as long as you need to take.
I'm a part of On the Punch Games Nights. That's On the Punch Games Nights. We are a social events brand, basically, new up and coming. We've been doing it for about basically a year, or it's coming up to a year now. And basically, the whole concept around our events is that the first half it involves team games, like team competition games. We bring a group of strangers together and put them in teams, and they basically play interactive fun games against each other. There is a prize at the end. It's usually some punch and some medals, some personalized medals, and after the games we have an after party as well to close the event.
And it's lit, I can attest.
That's
So
really
yeah,
good, man.
no,
I like
it's
that.
it's
different.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not being biased, even though I'm part of the team, I actually can't wait to
I
get
need
to a
some
point.
this one.
I can't wait to, yeah, you need to. I can't wait to get to a point where I can actually attend as a guest because it's actually so good.
Yeah.
So our next event is actually the 1st of April, which is a Saturday. That's our next event. So yeah.
We're there, I already know.
Follow On the Punch. That's ONTHE Punch PUNCH Games Nights on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can't miss the information there. And yeah, follow us and keep
All of
up
that.
to date.
Lovely. Yeah,
All of
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Make sure.
Sav,
He might be, sometimes he's a bit selfish.
Sav, you're a great person sometimes.
I love you, bro.
I love you too.
See you next week.